Once, a long time ago, there was a young boy who really looked forward to his summer holidays with his grandfather. These warm months were special to him because he got to spend time with his beloved grandfather. Every day was like an exciting adventure, filled with games and laughter, and they made wonderful memories together. One sunny day, while they were sitting under a big tree, the boy turned to his grandfather and said, "Grandpa, when I grow up, I want to be very successful. Can you give me some advice to help me on that journey?" Grandfather, with a kind smile, agreed and said, "Certainly, my dear. Success is like a seed that we plant and take care of. Let me show you something." He took the boy's hand and they went to a plant store nearby. In the store, Grandfather chose two young plants. One was a delicate young plant with soft green leaves, and the other was younger but had stronger branches. They brought the plants home, and Grandfather planted the first one in a pot inside the house, where it was safe from the outside world. The second plant was planted in the garden, exposed to the elements and all the challenges outside. Then Grandfather asked the boy, "Which of these two plants do you think will grow better in the future?" The boy thought for a moment, looking at the two plants. Finally, he said, "I think the plant inside the house will do better because it's protected from things like strong sunlight, storms, and animals." Grandfather nodded and said, "You have a wise perspective, my dear, but let's wait and see." Years passed, and the boy grew older and wiser. After 4 summers, he visited his beloved grandfather again. As he saw his grandfather, he remembered the question he had asked years ago. "Grandpa," he said excitedly, "last time I asked you about how to be successful, but you didn't really tell me." Grandfather chuckled warmly and said, "You're right, my dear, but before I share that wisdom with you, let's check on those 2 plants we planted a few years ago." They walked together to see the first plant, which had been inside the house. To their surprise, it had grown into a beautiful, strong tree that provided shade and beauty to their home. Then they went to see the second plant in the garden. It had grown into a magnificent, tall tree with branches that stretched far and wide, offering shade to everyone who passed by. Grandfather turned to his grandson and asked, "So, my dear, which plant do you think has grown more? Which one would you call more successful?" The boy looked at the 2 trees, one safe inside the house and the other facing the challenges outside. He said, "Grandpa, the plant we planted outside has grown more. It faced many challenges, but it became grand and strong." Grandfather smiled with pride and explained, "You see, my dear, the plant inside the house had safety and comfort, but it couldn't spread its roots as far as it wanted. On the other hand, the plant in the garden faced storms and strong sunlight, which made its roots stronger. Today, it stands tall and strong, unaffected by the minor challenges that come its way." The boy understood the lesson and listened closely as his grandfather continued, "Life is a lot like these 2 plants. If you always choose the easy path and avoid challenges, you'll grow, but not as much as you could. But if you're willing to face the world, even when it's tough, there's nothing you can't achieve." The boy took a deep breath, looking at the strong tree outside, and realized what his grandfather meant. Grandfather concluded, "Challenges in life are like hidden opportunities. They may seem like problems, but they actually make us stronger and more successful. Life is an adventure with twists and turns. Embrace these challenges, and you can conquer anything." The boy nodded, feeling inspired and ready to face the world with determination. And so, the boy carried this wisdom with him throughout his life. He remembered that obstacles were steps on the path to success. These challenges, once seen as enemies, became opportunities for growth. Life, he knew, was an adventure filled with challenges to overcome. Just like in a game, the joy came from figuring out how to conquer them. With his skills, determination, and unwavering spirit, he believed he could conquer anything that came his way. So, don't be disheartened by obstacles. Embrace them, face them, and see yourself improving in the game of life. You possess the skills, determination, and spirit to overcome anything that comes your way. I hope you find value in this story and try to apply its wisdom in your own life. Thank you for listening, and if you like this message, please consider press the subscribe button. Wishing you all the best on your journey.